Well, hello there! Welcome back to Surviving Mars! I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day because I'm certainly excited to be back on the Red Planet, where things are going pretty well indeed. We have one building that's apparently not working currently, but that's alright. We'll not stress too much about that. It's not the biggest deal in the world, because I believe it's actually going to be the school, which that kind of is a big deal. So hopefully we can do something about that in time. We are going to be waiting on some electronics from the electronics factory, which is obviously going to take a little bit. We got 1.5 of those per day, which, I mean, it's almost 2, and we need 2 to fix the school, so it's going to take 2 days before we can actually get the school fixed. That's all right. We'll not stress too much there. But something I'm thinking is that we do have an issue with food. We do need more food. We really need more food. Also, this building is off as well. It needs electronics to be repaired too, which is pretty bad. That is pretty bad news, because that means that we're going to be using those electronics for a couple of different things, and we still need food. So hopefully we can sort that. Hopefully we can get the drone hub up and the school up as well. Something I was thinking was that we could maybe build ourselves a new dome. I was thinking of building another medium dome just about there, because what we could do is get more people working on the rare metals, which are obviously needed for the electronics. But I kind of want a dome over here too for the metal. But I can't help but feel that the rare metal is more important. Now, with that said, we do still have 7 slots free in this dome, but I just don't think that's enough. So I think we are gonna start building another medium dome just there. And we'll see how that plays out. Now let's see here. The school is still offline. This is still offline. Also needs electronics. Basically, we need more electronics across the board. We really need more electronics everywhere. So hopefully we can do something about that. Let's maybe increase the wages in the electronics factory. Maybe make that a bit more of a priority as well. See if we can get like 2 of those done per day, because our research is going to take a hit as well if we don't get that all fixed. Now, we are up to 2.2 per day, which is fine. I think electronics, or sorry, machine parts will have taken a hit there, but that's, again, all right. Let's also go ahead and get ourselves a dumping site out here, because I realize we don't have one yet. We could actually get a second dumping site just there, and a third one there, just so that all of that stone can be moved out a little bit. We're also going to make this a lower priority for the time being. And apparently this has been fixed. So apparently we are making a decent number of electronic parts. We're getting 2.8 per day, meaning everything should get fixed in a decent amount of time. This right here still needs sorted, but again, that'll get done. This right here is actually getting built. We have the polymer for it, we have the metals for it, we have the concrete for it. We definitely want more metals though, and this guy at the minute isn't doing anything. And the reason for that is it can't really do anything. There's not a lot left to scan around here. So once these 7 tiles that we're currently scanning are done, I think we should probably look into, are you low on battery? I think you are. We should probably look into, getting a tunnel to some of those lower areas at some point. I don't think that would hurt in the slightest. So we'll see if we can do that. It's looking here like this thing is still producing, which is good. We could open up a second shift on that. I'm also going to get myself comfortable in my chair. We could open up a second shift on that to see what happens. It's kind of tempting. It's kind of tempting to see if we can maybe get 3 per day. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. At least we can get the research stuff up and working. We can get the school up and working again as well. My big worry, and the reason I want that other dome though, is because we need food. We really need food. We are actually about to run out. So this right here is waiting on food. This thing's not all that close. This is about to give us food, which is great. That gave us, we just got 25 food. So, we live for now, is what I'm saying there. 3.4 from that per day. Basically, we're alive at the minute. That doesn't mean we're going to be alive forever. We are up to 4 electronics per day, which means this thing's back online. The school should be fixed shortly, I would imagine. We can enable a work shift there as well, which I am going to do. We've had 7 people graduate. We have 6 residential slots left. And this thing is well on its way to getting constructed. So, I'm trying to figure out the right way to go with this, because we are low on food again. And I don't think a fungal farm's the way to go. I think maybe an increased wage in the fungal farm might be an idea, but I'm really worried about this food production. That's kind of why I wanted this dome. Like I said, it's going to be good for farms, but maybe what we need to do is bring a rocket up that has, you know, 100 food. I think 100 food would be kind of useful. In terms of prefab buildings, I don't think we need anything there. At least I hope we don't. Don't think we need more drones. Probably wouldn't hurt though for the sake of transport. So how many drones can we bring with 100 food? 20. Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna do it. 100 food and 20 drones. We're probably never gonna need drones again, so that'll bring us up to what, 60 drones? We can get 20 per drone hub? That seems like a pretty good deal to me. Also, the school's back up and working, which is great news. This thing's actually producing 4.9 per day, which is also great news. So let's go ahead and turn off that second work shift, since we can just drop it right down there and get people back working elsewhere. I think food production really is... Food production is kind of the big deal here, to be honest. Food production is... It is a pretty big deal. Meteor incoming. It's gonna hit right there. No! Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Can we get that rebuilt, please? We need those pipes. We gotta get those pipes up. This is why redundancy is useful. People have been like, oh, you don't need redundant pipes. This is why they're useful. Because we just had everyone's not suffocating inside that dome. Let's see here. Let's take this pipe. Can I take it there? I can, right? Yeah, we can do that. So that's not connected. Or it will be. We can actually take that straight through the deposit as well, which I am going to do. And basically, I want it to go down there. So that's going to be for the sake of redundancy on the first dome. Then for power cables going to go out this way. And then they're going to attach to everything as well. So up to there and to there as well. But we really urgently need to get this all sorted. We need those pipes. We need that power. That dome is in a pretty rough way right now. Hopefully they prioritize the right things here. It looks like the pipes are going up. The power is going back up. So they aren't going to die. That's nice. Would have been a bit awkward if it's like, oh, let's bring 100 food. Oh, we don't need it anymore because they're all dead. That would have been a little bit of a disaster is what I'll call that. Definitely a little bit of a disaster. Can we get you to move back over to here so you can cover all of these for me? If you wouldn't mind. There we go. Because one of them does need repaired. As for the sector scanning, we actually have an anomaly over here, so let's get the rover to go out and have a look at it. We'll see what we can find from that. This is all going up as well, which is fantastic news. We actually only have 5 free residential spots, so we are getting the population to grow quite nicely. I'm a little worried that we might end up with more population than we can necessarily support, but that's also why we have this second dome, which is still heavily under construction, but that's okay. We'll not stress too much about the fact that the dome is still heavily under construction. What I would like to do, though, is just run this power cable up to there. So it's another redundant line. And then the same with these pipes. These pipes can go to there, and then they're basically going to go up to there.
Breakthrough discovered.
Multi-spiral architecture. And plasma cutters. Rare metals production increased by 50%. I kind of want that. I know it's 10,000 research, but that rare metals is not a bad idea. The oval dome has space for 2 spires. We're gonna get that. We are gonna get that. 100% gonna get that. Doesn't even take that long. 100 food, 20 drones. Let's bring it in right there. Get the Magicka back onto Mars, giving us those 60 drones total. Gonna put them to work nice and quickly, and hopefully get this thing built in no time at all. I'm thinking no time at all. So electronics and polymers are low again. Food is back up to where it needs to be. Those drones are going nuts at the minute as well, which is great news. So basically everything should get done relatively quickly. Also, hopefully we can get some drones over to start constructing the new dome there. Oh, look at that. Look at all of them. Look at all of them go. Let's get this built though. Let's get that built and see if we can actually power it. Because I'm worried about water. I'm worried about oxygen. I'm also worried about the fact that these guys, I feel like research needs to be something that pays really well. I feel like research is something we want to pay extremely well. And now that that's done, are we good? I think we're good. Okay, let's figure out a layout for this thing. So I'm thinking this will work for the time being. We got plenty of living space. We got another ecology. We got a grocer, a diner, some security, and 3 farms. Hopefully, those 3 farms are going to be enough to do everything. I am slightly concerned about oxygen production though, so maybe we want to look into expanding on the Moxies a little bit. We do have that option. It is definitely something we can do.
Sector scan.
I'm kind of thinking though that's have you been repaired yet? No. So this guy right here is out fixing this this drone, or this rover rather. So once that's done, which it has been, he's going to come back, and you are also going to come back here as well. So you do your thing, and we'll see how that plays out. This guy's actually ready to take off, has plenty to export as well, which is great news, so we'll get that done momentarily. This is all going to be built relatively quickly though, so what I'm thinking we need to do is we need to get those Moxies up. And like I said, I'm thinking we'll go for a different area for them. So I'm thinking we do a Moxie, good lord. I'm thinking we do a Moxie like here-ish. So, I mean, well, I guess we could do them all together. That is still a thing we can do. We could basically throw another Moxie there, but we can't get one on that side, so... What about just a bunch of Moxies over here? Since if we expand all of this, we'll expand to the right anyway. So I'm thinking we do a Moxie there, there, and there. I think we can connect all of those together quite nicely. And we'll do the same on that side as well. Connect them in the middle too, just to make sure that, you know, those connections are pretty good. And then, I mean, we probably want to connect them together completely. So something like that won't hurt. So the Moxies are all not lined up. And they need to go into the general system. So I think we come off of here. And we just go straight across, which we can't do, unfortunately. So we'll go up to there. And it would be good. It would be really nice to... Oh, they are going to need power. So power there, and power there. So those will be powered up. It would be really nice to get them their own tanks. Not that they need their own tanks, but I'm definitely thinking it could be nice to just have that extra oxygen, you know? So I'm thinking a tank there and a tank there. Rotate and then get a couple of tanks like this as well. And basically we just put a bunch of oxygen tanks along that line. Just like that. We can even run a bit more power out just to make sure that everything is nicely connected up. So do that kind of thing. Then maybe run some power up through there. Run some power down through there. And there we go. We got some redundancy. We got some Moxies going up. We got more oxygen tanks going up. Power production is a little rough right now, but that's probably because of the dome. And I do believe we did just research the atomic accumulator, so getting one of those, yeah, it's definitely not going to hurt. So what if we throw an atomic accumulator There and there. We can get 2 of them. Not that we're gonna need 2 of them. I don't think we can even fill 2 of them. But we're gonna get 2 of them. Oh no, this is interesting. People are actually moving into the new dome already. They're moving from the old one. So we actually have got some people working the farms, which is good. We have some people around here as well. We have some people working security. You're not really happy with it, but that's all right. Can we, are you Martian born? No, okay. We're currently low on metals as well. That's actually really surprising. I guess we are gonna need more of them, aren't we? We could have probably got more metals over here if we wanted to, but apparently I decided not to do that, which is great. We just researched a breakthrough, which means I do believe we can get the oval dome. No, wait, what? Overcharged. Oh, it was the overcharged one. So amplify upgrades are now even more powerful than they were before. Factory upgrade amplify increases the production by 25%. I think we want that. I do think we want that. We could get a one-time funding boost. I don't think we need it. I think we're okay. This guy right here is doing pretty well too. I do think though we need more moisture evaporators. I think water is going to be something that's going to be trouble with these farms right here.
Pipe leak reported.
So I think we need more moisture evaporators. So let's get a cargo rocket and let's bring, let's say 2 moisture evaporators to Mars. I think we'll bring 2 of them. I don't think we need more drones. I think we could use more metal. I think we could use more polymers as well. I don't know. Is it worth just bring? I think we'll just bring the Magica. I think we'll just launch the Magica. We'll do the job. Let's get it to Mars. I'm assuming a few people, yeah, a few people have stopped working in the research labs because they've decided to go to the other dome. I mean, that's fair enough. That is a fair thing to do, I suppose. I can't really complain about it. It's annoying, but it is what it is. What about in here? 1.5 food per day. I think in general, our food production has taken a hit because of the number of people that decided to go live in the other one. So that's great. That's really great. Can we have a little look and see if we can maybe bring more botanists up? Perhaps? We can bring 2 of them. We could bring a couple more officers. We could bring more geologists. Could bring another medic. I think we have got an infirmary in the new dome. Bring some engineers. I mean, the rocket capacity is 22 now, so bring some scientists as well. That seems like a generally good bunch. So let's launch the Stellaris and bump the population up a little bit. So the magic is going to get here and hopefully help us sort the water problems. This guy right here is still working, which is good. We could put another thing out here, but what I'm actually thinking we could do is get the tunnel up. We have the concrete, we don't have the metal. We do have the machine parts. We have a lot of machine parts, actually. So if we were to build our tunnel and say build it, I don't know, right here, for example. Can I build it on that side instead? No. Can I build it up here? I can build it there. So if we built our tunnel there, we could do the exit right there. And that'll give us access to more water and a rare metals deposit. So I'm thinking we do the exit right about there. And that's going to let us get from here all the way over to there quite quickly. And that's going to give us good connection to some water. That's going to give us access to more rare metals. There's some regular metal nearby as well. And I also want to look at the map. We actually have got rare metal down here and water as well. So that's an option. There might be some metal along here as well. The metal's kind of the big issue. We actually don't have any. So we're going to be waiting for a little while on that one, I think. But that's all right. We will figure it out. Now, you currently don't have anyone to run that last shift. Let's turn off the specialized workers for this thing and just let anybody do it. Knock the wages up a little bit there too. See if we can get some people working that third shift. Unfortunately, it seems that my botanists are all going off to the farms here. Actually, they're not. I'm not sure what my botanists are doing because they... When you are a botanist and you are a botanist, but people generally seem to have stopped working in 2 of the hydroponic farms, which is really worrying. Let's get these moisture evaporators done here, though. Go ahead and land one
Battery low.
about there. Vehicle's a low battery. You do. And you've started gathering resources. Transport, where are you? So you're going up that way. I mean, a little bit of metal's better than no metal, so hopefully it's enough to build the tunnel here. And then this thing's ready to land as well. 22 passengers, 22 food. Let's get it to touchdown just up this way a little bit. So right about there. We actually can't repair a lot of things. With no metal, there is very little that we can repair. That's a major worry. This thing will be fueled up pretty much immediately though, which is good.
Shortage.
There is not a straight up water shortage. We have got over 100 colonists though. And a few of you are looking for jobs right now. So hopefully we can sort that. Got plenty of botanists, got a couple of people working in there. Should have a few people up here as well. Yeah, got plenty of people working on those. This dome is complaining about not enough water. Well, the good news is we can now build 2 moisture evaporators if we get the metal. So let's build a moisture evaporator just in here. And let's build a moisture evaporator. I don't want to build it right by the rocket, but I might have to. Can we build it here? We actually can. Let's get those built. And let's set those to be super high priority, please. And let's sincerely... Oh, there's 63 metal in a sector down there. That's good news. That is really good news. Because that right there... That right there might do some really good stuff for us. Can we upgrade all of my evaporators when the time comes? I sincerely hope we can. We're low on polymer. This thing is just not doing enough anymore. Water in general is quite rough. It's the demand from the farms, I think. What if we turn one of those off? Brings us down to -5 on the water. Power's apparently -51. That kind of makes sense. If we can get those polymer blades, we can get plus 33% production on all of the wind turbines, so I will say to upgrade all those. The large solar panel, not a lot we can do there. The magic, though, is actually ready to go. 3 more rare metals, and it's got a full load of gear to export, so that'll be useful.
Crop failure.
Crop failure. Right there. That's rough. That is definitely rough. You ready to go yet? Yep. Let's get the magic out of here. And let's say that you aren't actually going to be exporting anything, Stellaris.
We have a water shortage.
Domes without water. Yep, there we go. Let's turn that farm off again. Get it down to a -4 there. I really hope we can sort this. I really hope we can sort this. Feels like we need more evaporators. Feels like this thing needs to be built too. If we can build this, we can get some water. You know, that's the thing here. We can get another water extractor. You know, get one. I wonder if that one would service both those water sources. Might just be worth building 3 of them. Machine parts and concrete. We got plenty of both. So what if we built, you know, this one there. We build this one, say, there-ish. Then this one would go that way. And then those all get connected together. So those pipes, I mean, what can we do with this? This can go out to there. That can go out to there. Then this goes straight to the tunnel. It's a bit messy looking, but that right there would be a really great source of water. So something tells me that I kind of need to get that done. Hopefully we can at some point. Obviously gonna need some drones out here to do it, but hopefully at some point we can get that all set up for the water problems. Oxygen's actually having major problems as well. What just happened? So both domes don't have water. The dust storm's kicking in. That's, this guy's offline completely. Needs repaired. These guys are off as well. So water and oxygen production are completely gone. So we are completely relying on reserves, of which we don't have any.
Research complete.
That's great. Can we maybe get more reserves of water here, please? How have I managed to mess this up again? This is pretty much exactly what I did the last time. Completely messed things up. Let's see. What can I do here? I'm thinking a tank there and a tank there. I'm thinking a tank there and a tank there. And we'll see if we can get those built. We did just research dust repulsion, which is nice. So these things will work a little better. Can we just close all of these? Can't close the dust storm, but at least we can close some of the other ones there. These guys can play into no water. We don't have any. That's the thing. We pretty much have no water at all. We're just not producing enough. So let's turn those farms off completely. Turn you off. Why do we have no water? That's what I'm trying to work out. This dome is needing 2. This dome needs 4.4. Let's turn you off. Since that's consuming water and that's consuming water as well. I mean, we got some funding. That's nice. It's always good when you get funding. It's not like the funding's what we urgently need. It's, hey, here's a bunch of money. Shame about everybody being dead. We've lost someone. We lost someone. Harry Gupta has died of old age. Fortunately, it wasn't starvation, dehydration, or oxygen deprivation. That's the silver lining. The troublesome part there is that everybody else is possibly gonna follow. Possibly. There is a chance. There is definitely a chance that everybody else is gonna follow. Now let's go ahead and get this transport back up and working. Gotta get that on its feet so it can go get me some metal. Gotta get you back over there. And down here, there's actually a good amount of resources, good amount of metal. We got a thing to analyze here. So let's go have a look at that anomaly, see what we can find. This guy is carrying 7 metals. Apparently that's enough for him to bring it back. I mean, fair enough. Dust storm is done in 5 hours. We are low on food. We are low on metal. We are low on water. We are low on oxygen. Gia Gandhi has snapped. Probably due to the low water. Yeah, dehydrated. That'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Basically, what I'm finding here is I have once again probably killed everybody. Which is lovely. Fortunately, the moisture evaporators are gonna come back online momentarily.
Shortage. Research complete.
No edible food. So the moisture evaporators are back online. We're getting some crop failures across the board. A lot of the solar panels need fixed and we don't have the metal to do it. These guys need fixed and we don't have the polymer to do it. So I think we need to bring some polymer in because a lot of these guys need fixed too. I think we need polymer and we need metal. And possibly more evaporators. So let's see here. Cargo. We need polymers. I think we need plenty of metal. I think maybe as many evaporators as we can get our hands on. We're spending a lot on this. Let's get the magic back up here. The evaporators really aren't all that efficient if they shut down all the time, but we need something. And as it stands, this isn't getting built anytime soon. It'd be nice if it did. But even with that, we need a drone commander right here with resources. But like I said, we also need polymer to fix the domes. We need food. We didn't bring food on that rocket, now that I think about it. That's awkward.
Crop failure reported.
And there's a death.
Has died.
You're dead. What? This is, Apollo Dust Devil. Was a Martian born. Composed, nerd, religious, and also an alcoholic. Someone else is dead. They both died in the same spot. Ay. I don't know what to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm apparently really bad at surviving Mars. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the game off the YouTube channel for a while. This is gonna be the end of this season, this series for now. I'm gonna focus on playing it on Twitch for a while. So if you want to see more of this, it's gonna be on Twitch. I'm gonna get good. I'm gonna work this game out. And when I do that, we're gonna come back and we're gonna have the best colony ever. I don't know how and I don't know when, but we are gonna have the best colony ever. And I've got the hiccups.